Hey guys, Avatar04 here, back with another review video. This time I will be reviewing Disney's Mary Poppins Returns, one of my favorite movie of 2018, and not a lot of many other people's, but I really enjoyed Mary Poppins Returns. Obviously, I love Mary Poppins, the original. I really got into it like not too long ago. I really just didn't remember seeing it. I knew I'd seen it many times. I just didn't really sit down and watch it a lot. But I remembered how iconic all those songs were. I mean, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is like one of my anthems that I crank up in the car. So, obviously, whenever the trailer came out and I heard there was going to be 2D animation with it, because that's one of my pet peeves, that we don't see 2D animation. Seeing it back is amazing, and the casting and everything I saw and heard was so cool. And then the soundtrack came out and I was jamming, especially one song that I'll definitely talk about later. So yeah, I was hyped going into this movie. I was so worried, but so hyped. And I had a feeling that, because I heard like Oscar buzz right off the bat, I knew that it seemed to be high quality. I think a lot of people just like, not necessarily didn't like it, but just like compared it to Mary Poppins, which I completely understand. Personally, I actually like it better than the original. I respect the original more. Obviously, it was groundbreaking when it was released. The special effects were like never seen before. Now, I think this story I think it flows better in a way. The original has some moments where it just seems very slow. Obviously, Julie Andrews she's practically perfect in every way. And just quoting Mary Poppins herself, she is perfect for the role. Dick Van Dyke is a genius, and he made his comeback for this one. I really wish Julie Andrews did, but I get the reason why she didn't, back when she was interviewed and asked why she didn't. But yeah, so getting into the movie, I don't think this review will be too long. There is stuff to talk about, but it's not like I don't have a lot to say. I mostly want to gush about what I like and a few things that just like stood out to me and why I personally think it's better than the original. The original has some of the best music, I think, in all Disney, like Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, that scene, and Jolly Holiday, and Step in Time, all those. It's amazing. Spoonful of Sugar, I hum it all the time. But really, like, Emily Blunt nailed this role. It had to be so nerve-wracking to replace Julie Andrews in the first ever Disney film to be nominated for Best Picture. Mary Poppins is the classic Disney film. It's Walt's favorite film. From what he said, it was the one he had most involvement in. Mary Poppins is like a cornerstone for the Disney studio. So replacing and making a sequel and then replace it, which I'll make this clear, it is a sequel, not a remake. Some people are saying it's a remake. It is not. It is a sequel. Some of the story follows the same beats, which I'll get into a little bit later, but that's fine with me. Personally, I didn't seem too repetitive, but really once you think about it, it is very similar. But I think kind of works because it's basically the same story told for a new generation, this time of the Banks children, who are the children of the grown-up versions of the children that were in the original. I think it works. It's just Mary Poppins coming back doing the same thing, but with new songs. Hey. So, what's not to like? Emily Blunt's practically perfect in every way also. I'm not even going to compare them, but I'm going to say, as someone who had to replace Julie Andrews, she did great. No words. She was perfect. Her singing voice was great. I didn't even know she could sing. But now I'm obsessed with her. Whenever I see her in a movie, I'm gonna be like, Mary Poppins. But yeah, Lin-Manuel Miranda, obviously, like a Broadway legend right now. So I knew him being involved, the music would be very big. Getting into the music, Cover Is Not the Book is by far my favorite song from this movie. And just the scene itself is so joyous. Like watching this movie, especially this scene. But watching this movie as a whole, I saw it 3 times in theaters, each time with different people. It just made me feel so childlike. Like it was amazing. It was like Mary Poppins was just seeing it again on, but this time on the big screen brought back. It was just, I have no feeling. It just brought me such childlike wonder and joy. It was so great. And Triple Light Fantastic is the step in time number, basically. The cover's not the book, is the supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, the over the top costumes, the fantasy like animation world, which the animation world is stunning. Seeing the 2D animation back in modern day after all these years, it's. But yeah, Triple Light Fantastic. The choreography is amazing. The tune is amazing. Lin-Manuel Miranda is the lead in it. I mean, really, like, it's so catchy. It's just like, it is the step in time number with the biggest, like, it's so long. It's like 8 minutes long, the whole sequence, and they're just dancing and throwing things around, and it's great. Um, can you imagine that? I also really like the bathtub scene where they dive into this giant bathtub, and that's the first time the kids see Mary Poppins' magic at work. It was great. Um, so those are the ones that really stuck out. I think all the songs are strong. However, those are by far the ones that I really want to talk about. Dick Van Dyke's cameo. It was great. He came back. He played the same character that he did in the original, except this time without those prosthetics and fake beard. It was amazing. And then he danced, even though he's like 93. I was like, I give him major props. He is still a legend. And then they like have a little nod where she like looks at him and he looks back, and I'm like, oh, it's Bert and Mary at it again. But yeah, so yeah, nods to the original. There's the bird lady that can be seen in the opening number. Props are scattered throughout the whole movie. Some cameos from smaller characters. Uh, the kite obviously plays a big role. So yeah, overall, I really enjoyed Mary Poppins Returns. I highly recommend it. It by far the animation in it was my favorite scene, but yeah, I highly recommend it. And so yeah, thanks for watching. I really want to hear your comments. So drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you later.